Hey everybody, just a quick video here on the Anarchy Outdoors 3-round extension for the CZ455 and 457 polymer magazines. Pretty neat product here. It's just a one-piece polymer molded replacement for the base plate on these polymer mags. And it works pretty well, so I thought I'd just do a quick installation video. Of course, standard 10-round CZ rimfire mag. We're just going to remove the base plate by inserting a pin into the detent hole at the back and just pushing forward, and then obviously covering the detent so it doesn't come flying out. Release that and put the detent and the detent spring aside, careful not to lose those, and then just take the base plate all the way off while holding the follower spring in place so it doesn't come flying out. If it does fall out, the tall part of the spring goes towards the rear of the magazine to help push the follower up all the way. And you won't need the original base plate anymore. You'll be replacing it with the 3-round Anarchy Outdoors extension. So basically the same thing. It can only go on one way, but just make sure that the detent hole goes on first towards the rear of the magazine. You're going to just push the follower spring back down and then follow it with the extension here until you get to the detent hole. Just going to replace the spring and the detent, and while pressing that down you're just going to push the extension all the way until it clicks into place, just like that, and it is now installed. The spring, the follower spring, is going to be a little bit bound up where the base plate would end usually, so you got to kind of fiddle with it through this hole in the middle of this extension here to help drop the spring all the way down into the extension, or else you won't be able to hold 13 rounds. So just kind of wiggle it around until you hear the spring fall into place. And I actually saw the spring fall through this little window here, so I know it's fallen all the way down into the extension. So that is the quick installation. Here is a standard 10-round mag alongside the mag with the 3-round extension installed on it. Let's go ahead and quickly test if it does hold 13 rounds. So I have 13 rounds here of 22. And we're just going to see if it all fits into the mag with the extension. $11, $12, $13. So that's 13 rounds in the CZ magazine. So it does fit an extra 3 rounds, which is pretty cool. And I will be showing that the spring tension is still adequate enough to feed the last 3 rounds out of the extended magazine with no issues. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to demonstrate with the 3-round extension from Anarchy Outdoors is how it sits inside a full-size AI magwell like this on the MDT ACC chassis. So this is just a slight issue that some people might have. So going with a standard 10-round mag first, you can see how it sits in the gun, and there is still ample enough room to reach into the magwell with your index finger and hit that magazine release. So there's probably about half an inch of room in front of the magazine to hit that little release paddle. However, with the 3-round magazine, since it extends out quite a bit more inside the gun, you can see how it comes out further quite a bit more. So I can still get my finger up in front of it to hit the magazine release, but the room is substantially tighter, and you can see my finger kind of does touch both the front of the magwell and the magazine. And looking from the bottom here, you can see how much smaller that gap is to get your finger in now, which could be an issue for some people if you're wearing gloves, really thick gloves, or perhaps you have really large fingers to begin with. You can just see the difference between the standard mag here and the extended mag there. Just to demonstrate, with the normal magazine I can use my thumb to hit the paddle, but with the extended version I actually can't reach the paddle with my thumb. So if you got really big fingers, that could be an issue for you if you are using your CZ rimfire inside a recessed magwell like this. But I think for most people it shouldn't be an issue, but I just wanted to bring that up just in case. I do have the Anarchy Outdoors extended magazine release in here too, so it gives me an extra 5 or 6 millimeters of length on that paddle. So if you have just the stock CZ magazine release, it could be a little bit tricky to get to if you have it recessed in a full-size magwell and you have larger fingers. So just something to be aware of with the product, but I think it works really well, and that's basically it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.